towers are 12 meters apart. From B, the angle of elevation is DE, to DE is 29. And from D, the angle of elevation to BC is 48. Calculate the difference in the heights of the towers. So this is one tower from BC. And then on the other side, you've got another tower, DE. Right. And then they both have a base. And the base of both of these is exactly the same. So now this 29 degrees that we've got here is going to belong to this triangle that we've got over here. Okay. And the 48 degrees over there is going to belong to this triangle that we've got over here. But we will notice that they both share the base of 12 meters. So we can use both 12 meters to figure out the answer for. Now, I have to think, what do I have? And you can pop your answers in the chat. Tell me, what do we have and what do we want? What is the information that we've been given in relation to our? What do I have and what do I want? Anybody got any idea? What do I got? Great, Rita, you are on the money. Good. We've got two things. We've got 29 degrees, we've got 48 degrees, and we've got the adjacent side. Excellent. Okay. Now, the question says it wants the difference in the height of the towers. The heights of the towers would be B, C, and in relation to our angle, what would BC and DE be? Because those are our towers. What are they exact? In relation to our angle, are they the hypotenuse? Are they the adjacent? Are they the opposite? What are they? That's it, Srilishe. The opposite. Good. So we want the opposite sides of each of these. Okay. So let's think about Sokatawa. So, which one of these are we going to use? Which one of them uses the opposite and the adjacent? So the saw, the car, or the tower. Rita, you're on the money today. Just like, flying. Good. We're going to use the tower to calculate for both of them. And Tandikolo, guys, is light years ahead. Tandikolo's done. The rest of y'all are out here sleeping. So I want to ask the rest of you, please calculate for BC for me and DE. Tandikolo, please DM me your answers. I want to see if they're correct. Okay. Hi, Marilla, no worries. I'm glad you come in with an answer. You're like, oh, sorry for being late. Love it. Okay, I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to figure this one out. I don't think it's that difficult. Oh, hi, Chime. We're going to say hi to you in just a little bit. Okay, so just hold on for us. We're going to say, we're going to explain to you what's happening and where we are. Okay, in just a little bit. Welcome, by the way. It's so great to have you with us for the first time. And hold on. Just molto bene. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. You've got the exact answers I was hoping for. Well done. All right, 1 more minute, everyone. Good, Rita, but look at what the question is asking of us. What does the question want, Rita? It wants the... Read the full question. Full question. Okay, but your answers are correct. 100% correct. That's it. Excellent. All right. Okay, I'm going to pull it. Okay, I'm going to start in the blue triangle, the one with the 29 degrees. So I'm going to start with tan of 29 degrees is equal to my opposite, which in this case is DE, over my adjacent, which is 12. I'm going to multiply both sides by 12 times by 12. Therefore, DE is going to equal to 12 tan of 29, which is 6,65. Okay, and then I'm going to do the tan of 48 degrees. Tan of 48 degrees is equal to my opposite, which is BC over adjacent, which is 12. Multiply both sides by 12 times 12 times 12. Those two will cancel, as they will here. 12 divided by 12 is 1. So therefore, BC is going to equal to 13,3 degrees. Hope I said that correctly. Yes, 3 meters. Why am I saying degrees? Meters. This is meters. This is meters. Now, what this tells me is BC is 13,33 meters and DE is 6,65 meters. Now, the question says it wants the difference between the two. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go 13,33 minus 6,65, sorry, not 16, 6,65, which is equal to 6,68. Give me a thumbs up if you got it right. Okay, tell me how you did, guys, on this question. How did we do? This is about a 4-mark question, one for each of those, and one for the difference. Okay, how did we do, guys? Okay, I'm getting a couple of thumbs up. It was, Lesedi, it was easy. And you know what? In grade 10, they're not going to make them any more difficult than this. Okay, that's okay up here. We're gonna do a couple more. Well, one more. Hopefully, you know, we get used to reading out what exactly it is that they want. Okay, thanks, guys. I'm getting quite a few thumbs up. Okay, remember, guys, if you're stuck somewhere and you're not 100% sure what's happening, please just raise your hand and ask me a question, or you can even pop your question in the chat. I'm more than happy to answer it. Already did trigonometry. We did quite an extensive series on it. So you can go back to the website and have a look at those videos, and they will explain exactly what's happening. Okay. All right. We're on lesson 4 of 4, and we're going to be looking at exam type questions. All right. We're going to look at this question first over here. It says, refer to the diagrams alongside. And then they give us some information. And remember, guys, as soon as they give us information, always read it first. So it says, P with coordinates 3, 4 is on a Cartesian plane. And X, O, P is equal to P. Use the diagram to answer the following questions. And Mirula, I swear I will come wake you up. I will come wake you up. I'll come wake you up. All right. So we need to remember, guys, that what we have here, the P coordinates, what does the 3 and the 4 stand for in this P coordinate? What does it stand for? Ooh, the unit's not quite. That's it, guys. It's the X and the Y. Good. It's the X and the Y coordinates. Right. Good. And I can't even remember that there's an R somewhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my P and I'm going to go make a right angle triangle with my X-axis so that I've got a nice right angle triangle. And I know that my X value will go on the X-axis. So this becomes 3. My Y value will go on the side where it's parallel to the Y-axis. And then OP is going to be my R value. But before we even continue, we need to remind ourselves. So, okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to remember the cousins. The cousin of sine is cosec. The cousin of cos is sec. And the cousin of cot is tan is cot, not the cousin of cot is. Cousin of tan is cot, but either way, same thing. All right. Then we're quickly going to do this. We're going to draw our 60-30, a 60-30 triangle. And we're going to remember 1, 2, square root 3. And then we're going to draw our 45 triangle. We're going to go 1, 1, square root 2. Right. We're also going to remember that on a Cartesian plane, sine is y over r, cos is x over r, and tan is y over x. So remember, shade your rear because x-rays and your exterior, okay? SYR, CXR, and TYX. Now we're going to answer the questions that we have alongside here. I want you guys to give these a try. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Okay, give me a thumbs up in the chat once you're done with 4.1.1, 4.1.2. 4.1.1 says calculate for the value of OP. Calculate for OP, which means OP is a distance. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that this is for 3 marks. Okay, so don't just decide in the chat, you can give me an answer. You can just give me an answer in the chat. But what you write down must reflect 3 marks worth of work. Okay, you've got 3 minutes, go for it. And if you have any questions, you can raise your hand or pop them in the chat. I'm happy to answer them while other people are. By the way, just in case somebody's struggling on where to start, how are we going to calculate for OP? You can pop your answer in the chat. Does anybody know? What are we going to do to calculate for OP? What are we going to use? No worries, Umulemo. That's it. Apiwe and Atechang. Excellent. Yep, that's it. That's what we're going to do. Mercedes already got it. DM me your answer, Mercedes. I think this one was quite an easy one. That's correct. That's it, guys. 100%. Apiwe, Swelihe, Lesedi, Samuel, Reategile. There we go. I need to say that correctly. Reategile, Mirula, 100%. Yes, that's it, David. Good stuff. Now, we all know that the answer is 5 because we all know how to do Pythagoras, but where does my 3 marks come from? Where do my 3 marks come from? Okay, I'm going to show you the breakdown of how this should actually be answered so you can get your 3 marks. Okay, I'm going to go 3 squared plus 4 squared. Is equal to R squared, or you can even say OP squared. Say OP squared. And I need a reason. I think. Because I can't just make things up. Then from here, we're going to skip a couple steps. We're going to go 9 plus 16 is equal to OP squared. From here, we're going to go OP is equal to the square root of 25. Therefore, OP is equal to unit. 1 mark for this and your reason, 1 mark for getting to 25, and 1 mark for the final. 3 marks. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you got all 3 marks for that question. Okay, because if we're going to use a theorem, we need to state what our theorem is. That's it. That's it. Okay, we need to remember that little bracket there at the end. That's very important. We must make sure that it's there. Okay, now let's look at cot of theta. Okay, cot of theta is a cousin. Yes? Who's the cousin of cot? Who's the reciprocal of cot? That's it, Rita. Ooh, not sick. Ooh, David is crossing families. I can't believe you. Good. It's tan. Good. Now we already know what tan is, right? We know that tan of theta is going to be y over x. So tell me, guys, tell me in the chat. If we had to use this diagram over here, what would tan of theta be? What would tan of theta be? Good. Good, Rita. That's it. Tan of theta would be my opposite over my adjacent, or my y over my x value, which is 4 over 3. That's a Zamanzini, 4 over 3. Now, because I'm writing cot of theta is the cousin or the reciprocal of tan, what we're going to do is we're going to do the opposite of that. For cot theta, we're going to write the other way around. So what is cot of theta, guys? That's it. 3 over 4. We're just going to take them, swap them around. X over y instead of y over x. So cot of theta is equal to 3 over. Okay, 1 mark. That's all you're going to get. All right. No worries, no must be welcome. I want you guys to figure out the cos squared of theta for me. Go ahead and do 4.1.3. Okay, remember, when we see the cos squared of something, we're going to go and we're going to figure out the cos of the angle. And then whatever answer we get, we're going to square it. Okay. By the way, we already know what R is. We've already calculated what this part over here is. This is equal to 5. Okay. So we can figure out what cos is. Anybody got an answer for me? Samuel, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that answer. Okay, let's think about this, guys. What is cos of theta? Cos of theta is going to be if it's a decimal, we've already missed the mark. Just look at the drawing as it is. If this is my theta, what is cos of theta going to be? Not tan. This time we just want cos of theta. Yes, David, that's correct. Okay, good. It's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, or x over r. My adjacent to my theta is my 3, or my x value is 3, over my hypotenuse, or my r value, which is 5. So we know that cos of theta is going to equal to 3 over 5. But I don't want cos of theta. I want cos squared theta. So I'm going to take my 3 over 5 and I'm going to square the whole thing. So what could my answer be, guys? That's it. Okay, and now we're seeing it. Now we're seeing it. I feel like you guys were a little bit confused as to what to do. I have a feeling people took out calculators and started calculating for theta. No, we don't need to calculate for theta. We just want the ratio in relation to theta. Okay. 9/25. 3 squared is 9, 5 squared is 20. Now let's have a look at 4.1.4. Right. This one says 1 minus sine squared theta. So we need to first go find sine of theta. What is sine of theta, guys? Look at your drawing. What is sine of theta? That's it, David? Good. That's it, y over r. Excellent, Murila, that's it. Okay, good. It's y over r, which is 4/5. Okay, but now I want the square of that. So if I square that, what am I going to get? The square of 4/5 will give me that's it. 16/425. 16/25. But my question says it wants 1 minus 16/25. So what we're actually calculating for is 1 minus sine squared theta, which is 1 minus 16/25. What is 1 minus 16/25, guys? Ooh, I don't know about -1. Swelish is on the money. Misiwe is on the money. Yes, good. The answer is going to be 9/25. And David is like, the answer is 9/25 somehow. Not somehow, you did the maths. The maths is correct. Okay, 1 mark for that and 1 mark for the answer. Okay, excellent. Now have a look at question 4.1.5. We're talking about the cousins again. Okay, now you need to remind yourself, who is the cousin of cosec? Who is the cousin of cosec, guys? Who? Yo, David, you are just on fire today, my dude. David and Rita and Gifts and Mirula, you guys are just good. The cousin of cosec is sine, and the cousin of sec is cos. Right. So what about this 4? What are we going to do with this 4 in front of my cosec? And what are we going to do with this 3 in front of my cosec? What does it mean when they're sitting right next to each other? What are we doing? That's it, Gift. Good. We're going to multiply. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys to this one. Remember your cousins, remember the reciprocals, and then give me an answer. I don't know what's going on with my throat too. All right, give me your answer in the chat. Tarika, not quite. Remember BODMAS. Remember BODMAS. Give you guys a quick hint. We've already got cos of theta over there, so the cousin for cos is sorted. Remember that sine of theta is equal to 4. Remember that BODMAS is very important, guys. And the spoiler, not quite. Have a look again, guys. Be very careful with your answer. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at this one. We're going to run out of time. David is correct, yes. Okay, you're going to get 4 times. Now, sine was 4/5. So cosec is going to be 5/4 minus 3 times sec, or cos is 3/5. So cos will be 5/3. But because of BODMAS, I need to do the multiplications first. Okay. So you guys will see that I can cross cancel. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So what I actually have left is 5 minus 5, which should give me 0. Okay. Gift comes in with a decimal. Yay. Okay. All right. This is what we were supposed to get, guys. This is the answer they were looking for over here. Right. 1 mark for that, 1 mark for that, and 1 mark. All right. Give me a mark out of 10. 10 being, ma'am, I can do these by myself. I don't need you to help me at all. And 1 being, yo, ma'am, I need you to hold, like you held my hand through that entire experience. Okay. So look at a 9. I'm seeing 9s and 10s. That's good. That's good, guys. I don't think this exercise was particularly too difficult. I think we just need to recalibrate our brains to everything that we've already learned. Yes. Okay, Sanda, we need to change that 8 into a 9 or a 10. I'm happy with an 8, but if we can like 9, 10. Yeah, true. That last question was just like, man, what? Yeah, I know. But it's all good. It's all good. All right, I'm happy with these. I hope you guys know that you just need to do a little bit more practice just to round it out. Make sure you're 100% okay with this question. Let's have a look at question 4. Does the second question require the R? No, it does not. It doesn't. Okay. So here's the questions that they've given us over here. It says, if x is equal to 302 degrees and y is equal to 137 degrees, use your calculator. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks the heavens, we can finally use our calculators and determine correct to 2 decimal placings. So 2 decimal places. So we need to make sure that our rounding is on point, guys. Make sure that you're rounding 100%. Okay. Round correct to 2 decimal places. Give the answer to the following. Okay. Okay, I want you guys to look at sine cubed of x. Remember, use your calculator to calculate for the sine of x and then cube the answer. Pop your answer in the chat. I'm not sure about 0.72, Rita. David, that comma that you're always giving me at the end of your answers, I'm not sure what to do with that comma. I'm not 100% sure what to do with it. Okay. Samuel and Lesedi and Rita, have a look again. Zamanzini, have a look again because you've missed something. Your answers are almost correct. Tato, yours is correct. Kay's, yours is correct. Kay, your answer is 100% correct. Okay, let's look at what we're going to get. If we punch into our calculator, we know that x is actually 302. So we're going to get sine of 302 degrees is equal to, And I should get something like 0.8 or 447 something, something, something. So this should be 0.85, negative 0.85 actually, all squared, all cubed, which should then give me negative 0.61. Okay. David, you were right. Stop putting question marks at the end of your question. It looks like you're doubting yourself, and you've got. All right, let's have a look at. Okay, I'm assuming everything on the screen at the moment is quite easy to understand. I want you guys to give me a thumbs up if you think you can continue with the rest of them on your own. And if not, I want you to give me a pointed question in the chat so that I know where to help you while everybody else is working. David has given me a thumbs up. I'm getting so many thumbs up. I know you guys can do this. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and do it. Okay. Let me not baby you guys. I feel like you guys are grown. You guys can do it. Okay. Go for it, guys. And then you can give me any emoji of your choosing. You guys know that my favorite emoji is the fire emoji. That's the one I like. But you can give me any emoji you want to give as soon as you're done. Okay. Nice one, guys. Keep going. You guys are 100% correct. 0.19. Keep going, guys. Excellent, guys. Okay, I think they're going to penalize us for not substituting. So we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to go cos of 302 degrees plus 137 degrees is equal to 0.19. And over here, cos of 3. Yep, I know. It's a good thing you were subbing because I just realized that each of these questions is 2 marks. So the way that we structure these are going to ensure that we get our points. Okay. All right. The last one. Okay. Remember who is the cousin of sec? Somebody remind everyone in the chat. Who is the cousin of sec? Good. It's cos. But in this case, we don't have a drawing. So sec is actually going to equal to 1 over cos of 3x. Okay. Take it away, guys. Oh, you're off by 1 decimal up here. Almost. Almost. You didn't round off properly. Have a look again. Almost there. And also you with your question marks. What are the question marks for, guys? Well done, David. That's it. Don't doubt. You guys are fantastic. You're amazing. And I mean, you guys are flying through these, Lusanda. Guys, What's the question of? Come on, man. You guys got this. You got this. Excellent. Excellent. You guys are doing amazing. All right, good. So this is going to equal to, please not make sure, 1 over the cos of 3 times, because the 3 is multiplied to x, 3 times 302 degrees. And that should give us negative 1, comma 0. It says 009, so we need to round off properly, negative 1, comma 01, because it did ask for 2 decimal places. All right. Can I get a thumbs up? Okay. Can I get a thumbs up? How are we feeling about the section that we just did? Or give me a number out of 10. Give me a number out of 10. Tell me how you're feeling about it. I like it. Love it. Very nice, Tatu. Oh, no, Anam. No, we're not giving the answer. Okay, para no problem. Para no, sorry. Okay, so remember that sec, the cousin of sec is cos. Okay, but because this time we don't have a drawing, Parano, we need to use the fact that sec of theta is equal to 1 over cos of theta. Okay, that's what we're using here. Okay, 1 over cos of theta. So now we've got sec of 3x. So what we need to use is 1 over cos of 3, and our x value was 302. So we need to go 3x is the same as 3 times x. So we need to take 3 and multiply it by the value of x, which is 3. So 3 times 302, and that's how we get our answer. Okay, I hope that answered your question. Just let me know in the chat if it did. Gift question 5 isn't that bad. Let's have a look, guys. Okay, question 5 says, right, it says a tower 300 meters high is anchored to the ground by 2 steel pegs that lie directly opposite each other. The angle of elevation of peg A to the top of the tower is 49 degrees, and the angle of elevation of peg B to the top of the tower is 73 degrees. If the tower and the pegs lie in the same horizontal plane, determine the distance between the pegs. Now, we are back at SOHCAHTOA, guys. We're not doing anything new here. We're doing SOHCAHTOA just in story. This is angles of elevation and depression. Okay, this is SOHCAHTOA again. What are we going to do here? And what exactly do they want from us? Ah, gifts, that's so cute. Oh, that's adorable. The place where you're going to get married in the future, hopefully. I know you, I say, speak it into existence. It's going to happen. Okay. What exactly are we calculating for? Okay, I'll give you guys a hint. The thing that they want us to calculate for is in this part, this section. Okay, read that part and tell me exactly what it is that we are calculating. Any ideas? Not adjacent. Aha, Rita, there we go. We are calculating for the distance between the 2 pegs. So they say that one of the pegs is A and the other peg is B. So we are calculating for the distance between A and B. But can we jump straight from A to B? I just felt like calculate the 1 and times by 2. No, no, my sweetie, no, that's not what we're looking for. Okay, so I can't jump straight to, now you've completely thrown me off. You've thrown me off my game. I mean, okay, all right. I can't jump straight to calculating for A. I'm going to have to calculate for both of these separately. I'm going to have to first calculate for the distance from peg A to the middle of the tower and from peg B to the middle of the tower. Now, because again, it's a SOHCAHTOA question, I have to ask myself, What do I have? Let me know in the chat. What do I have? And what have they given me in relation to my angles? What do I have? Okay, good. Okay, Rita's got it. Okay, good. Gift is also got it. Omulima, have a look again. Okay, if this is my angle 49 degrees, what I've got there is the opposite side, and I've got my angle. Same on this side. I've got my angle and I've got its opposite side. This part over here is going to be the opposite for both of them. What do I want? What do I want? 49 degrees. Ooh, we did not want the hypotenuse, Parana. Have a look again. 73 degrees, and I've got the opposite side. You want the distance from A to D, but in relation to my angle, that's it, David. It's going to be my adjacent side. Tato, you've got the correct stuff. It's going to be my adjacent side. Okay, so can we calculate for AD and for DB using the information that we've been given? What are we going to use? The saw, the car, or the tower? Look at the information we've been given. Good. We're going to use the tower. Okay. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I want you guys to calculate that for me and let me know what you do. Okay. So we're first going to calculate for AD, right? Because there's our right angle triangle. And then we're going to calculate for DB. And then because they want the distance between them, what are we going to do? We're going to add them together. All right, take it away, guys. You know what you've got. You know what you want. Go for it. Put your answers in the chat once you're done. Omulimo looks lost with that face. I'll give you a hint. Okay, we're going to use the tower. So we're going to go tan of an angle. We have the 49-degree angle. 49 degrees is equal to opposite, which is 300 over my adjacent, which in this case is AD. Okay. That's the first step. That's as far as I'm going to go for you, because the rest we've done 6 million times. Swellisha, I'm not 100% sure what that means. Ah, okay. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, David said he got the same. I want to see if everybody else agrees with Swellisha's answer. Let me know. Okay. I'm going to tell you now that AD is equal to 260,79. Okay. And if I have to calculate for DB, I'm going to get tan of 73 degrees is equal to 300 over DB. If for DB, okay, DB is equal to 91,72. Thank you, Gift. 91,72. And then we're just going to add them together. We're going to take 260,79 plus 91,72. And that does indeed give us 352,51. Let me make sure you guys' answer is just 51 meters. Well done. Was that difficult? What happened to looks tough? No, it doesn't. Not at all. It's not difficult at all. We just need to read and interpret the question the way that they've given us. I think this was pretty easy. Give me a number out of 10. How did you feel about this question that we've just done? Tanipolo's like 11. I love it. Okay, good. I'm getting quite a lot of 10s. David, I need to know where we lost that 0,1. Okay. All right, I'm getting quite a few 10s. This kind of stuff really does take practice. Okay. Nice one. Nice one, Steady. I've got it all. All right, excellent. This kind of stuff does take practice. Okay. Good stuff, guys. All right, let's look at the last thing that we're going to be focusing on. Some of these are really difficult. So I need you guys to pay attention to what's happening. Okay, that's okay, David. It doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. It's just we made a little bit of a mistake. Okay. So the next question says, given that A is 38,2 degrees and B is equal to 146,4 degrees, calculate the value of 2 cosec A plus cos 3 of B. I'm going to leave you guys to do this one. I'm just going to remind you that the cousin of cosec is sine. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, you've got 2 minutes. Pop your answer in the chat when you're done. And remember what this means. Remember, if there's a 2 in front, what does that mean? I'm actually multiplying 2 with cosec. So that's going to change up how we write the answers to what's happening. Okay, anybody got an answer yet? Anybody? Somebody? Or put it in the chat and let's see. Let's see, Rita. Remember, it isn't an exam. It isn't a classroom where we're going to judge each other. No, we're just going to put the answers down and see if we've got the right thing. And yes, you've got the correct answer, Rita. So, okay, confidence. Confidence. So if you have a look at your calculations again, just have a quick look at your calculations again. Okay. All right, we're going to run out of time. I'm going to do this question quickly. Let's have a look. So if I've got 2 times cosec of A, yes, over again, correct. Okay, if I've got 2 times cosec A, I'm going to go 2 times 1 over sine of A. That's actually what they're asking of me. Plus cos of 3 times B. That's what they want from me. So I'm going to go and take my A and my B and I'm going to replace them with the numbers. Okay, sine of 38,2 degrees. And then my B value over here becomes 146. Okay. And then I punch it into my calculator exactly the way it looks. There won't be any issues here. My answer is going to come out as 3,40. Give me a thumbs up if you got the correct answer. I was struggling a little bit. You weren't 100% sure if your answer was correct. David, you can't deduce, you must calculate. Okay. All right, we're going to do this last question over here that says, simplify fully without the use of a calculator. As soon as we see without the use of a calculator, what does this tell us that we're going to be looking at? That's okay, Chiweme, it's fine. What are we looking at, guys? As soon as I say without a calculator, no. If that's not the right answer, that's it, right? They're like, if they say don't use a calculator, use a calculator. No, don't use a calculator. How? Afiwe, you're a terrible influence. Use your special angle triangles. Use your 30-60 and your 45 triangle. I cannot believe you guys. Hold props up in here. 60 degrees, 30 degrees. Okay, 1, 2, √3. And my 45-degree triangle is 1, 1, 2. Okay, David, I rebuke this. I rebuke it. Okay, so we're gonna have sine of 45 is going to be 1 over the square root of 2, 1 over the root of 2 times. Now this is tan squared 60. So we're going to find the tan of 60 and then square it. So the tan of 60 is the square root of 3 over 1 all squared over the cos of 45. I hope you guys see where this is going. Cos of 45 is 1 over the square root of 2. Okay. Tell me, guys, what answer are we going to get here? Anybody got any idea? Teacher Nels, in the meantime, you can pop the link to the quiz. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's something. The 1 over the square root 2 and 1 over square root 2 will cancel. So we only have to really work out this part over here. What would my answer be over here? The square root of 3 squared would give me. Pop your answer in the chat, guys. This part should be easy, and we definitely should not need a calculator.
You know how teachers will catch you if you use your calculators for special angles. If you have square root of 2 over 2 instead of 1 over square root 2, then they'll know the calculator.
No, they know. So if you write, instead of writing 1 over square root of 2, if you wrote square root 2 over 2, they're going to be like, she used the calculator, that one. Because the calculator gives you the square root of 2 over 2, and your special angles will give you 1 over square root, 1 over square root of 2. Correct. The answer is going to be 3 over 1 plus 3. All right, we're going to stop there for today. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us.